Oh dear.
I'm gonna go.
You need to lay down because Mummy's got to work now. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Oh gosh. Let's turn this big light off. Oh no, it's really dark. Hello everyone. Just going to... Oh, I've got Olivia. Hello. Welcome to our 8:45 Tuesday night training call, whole team winning. Shh, you have to be quiet, darling. Wait. Shh. Aria's telling me she doesn't feel very well and she won't go to sleep. So I apologise that it may be a little bit different tonight. We're just going to have Olivia call. Hello. Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I had to have it sideways or not, but now it's not sideways. It seems to be fine. Are you on a laptop? No. Oh, we've got really weird background. Have you got headphones? Yes. 1 second then, I'll just go and grab them. It's on a double echo.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Hey, that's so much better.
Oh, is it? Okay. The only problem is that they're not going to last for very long. Maybe I can charge the...
Okay,
I'll charge the headset whilst I'm...
Okay. Oh, I'm really sorry because Ari's still awake. It's a little bit more chaotic this side, so I'm really sorry. No, you need to be quiet now because Mum's got to work, hasn't she? Okay. So lay down, good girl. Well done. Okay, so if you can't see me, it's not because I'm being rude. It's just I'm trying to rock this kid to sleep. How are you?
Fab, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. I'll be much better when this kid's asleep.
Oh, she's too lush.
So, she's not very well. She's got hiccups, bless her. So she doesn't want to go to bed, do you? Do you want to say hello quickly?
I got hiccups the other day, but that's just because I ate too much food.
No, ours is because she's got... You don't feel very well, do you? No. Okay. So, thank you so much for joining our call tonight. Shh, you have to be quiet. Shh. It's really appreciated, and I know everyone's really excited. We're already on 330 people viewing, which is amazing. So would you just share with everyone, I'm going to try and rock out the picture, a little bit about your story? I know I shared a little bit when I introduced you on the post, but just share with everyone your story.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, it's okay that I have the phone like this, isn't it? You can still hear me because it's through my headphones.
Yeah, we can totally hear you. It's much, otherwise there's a massive echo.
Okay, fab. Perfect. Okay, cool. So, hi everyone. It's a massive honour to be asked to be on the call tonight. So, big thank you, Emma. A little bit about me for anyone that doesn't know me at all. My name's Olivia Measures. I'm a Presidential Marketing Director for Juice Plus. I'll give you a quick kind of 2-minute overview of my story. I joined when I was 19 years old, and that was back in February 2014. I was actually just very much like a little girl. I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted to make some extra money on the side. My story's a bit different, as in I didn't go from sort of rags to riches. And I know this sounds funny, but I kind of went from riches to riches. Like, I was very, very blessed. I used to do voiceovers for Barbie for her television adverts, and I absolutely loved it, but I was just a bit bored. So when I would do one Barbie voiceover, I would get more than a full-time income just from doing one, like a full-time income in a month just from doing one Barbie voiceover, and I could do 5 a month. So you could imagine that I was only 19 earning this incredible income, but all my friends were at uni, and I don't know if any of you guys just knew, but I knew I didn't want to go to university. So I was like, I'm not going to university. I don't know why. I just knew it wasn't for me. So I never went to uni. I'm not saying it's wrong. I think it's amazing. My twin sister went to Cambridge and she did very, very well. But for me, I was like, I'm not going to uni. So I was sort of stuck with having like doing Barbie voiceovers, earning amazing money, but at the same time I was bored and all my friends were at uni. So I thought to myself, what should I do? I'll just do a part-time job, kind of to stay humble. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous because a lot of you might be thinking, why would you like go and do some of these boring jobs when you're earning this kind of money? But I really wanted to stay humble. So I went and worked in Everyman Cinema, which is actually amazing. You get, if you haven't been before, go. It's so fab. You can have like pizza there. You get cocktails served to your seat. It's really, really fab. And so I worked there just to keep myself grounded and to remind myself what it was like to earn £6 an hour and to remind myself that I was worth a lot more than that. So I was working a full-time job from doing all these little things like Barbie voiceovers, extra work on EastEnders, Made in Chelsea, and then I was doing Everyman Cinema and whatever else I could find. So I was working full time, but I was still bored. And I was like, there must be something that I can actually do where I'm not going to be so bored in my life. So I like to think it was, you can think whatever it was, like the universe or God or fate or whatever. But this amazing human being, Lauren Roberts, my incredible upline, she found me on Twitter. Now, I actually don't follow anyone on Twitter and I barely follow anyone on Instagram still. And she posted like, I'm looking for 2 new team members, part-time hours, full-time income. And I thought, yeah, like I'm up for that. Like that, I wouldn't, I'm still a bit bored. I wouldn't mind earning a bit more money. So I followed her and I kept seeing her post and I thought, okay, I'm just going to message her and see what it is. So long story short, I joined, and just a quick thing that I wanted to say because I think it's really important. Before I joined, Lauren had to really graft for me to join. So I used to hate being on the phone, which is weird because I've always been a confident person, but for some reason I hated being on the phone to the point where when I was still 19 years old, my mum was still ringing the doctor for me to go and get me to the doctors because I was like, I'm not speaking to anyone on the phone. So Lauren was like, I'll ring you, babe. And I was like, oh God, like, I don't want her to ring me. I don't want to get started. And I ignored her first phone call, even though I gave her my number. I ignored her first phone call. And then she rang twice. And then she's like, hi, babe, I've only got 1 space left. This is the last one out of the 2 for the whole of the month. Do you want to join? It's going to go. And I thought, oh God, like, obviously I know she was a liar. Now I know that she had more than 1 space and she lied to me. But I didn't know that at the time, and I thought, okay, right, like I'm just gonna get on the phone because she just would not stop annoying me to the point where my dad said to me once, like, who's that messaging you? Is that a new boy? And I was like, no, it's this girl called Lauren. And so because she pestered me so much, I joined. And I think that's really, really key, is that you shouldn't give up on people on day one, because if she didn't pester me to ring me 3 times or 4 times or whatever it was, I never would have joined. And I try and say that to all my girls. It doesn't matter if people don't want to join to begin with. It could be their problem. You know, it was my problem. It had nothing to do with Lauren. I just didn't want to be on the phone. So always remember that. Never put yourself down if someone doesn't pick up or whatever. It is 9 times out of 10 their problem, not yours. So always keep going. I joined, and lo and behold, I was shit, absolutely awful. I thought I'd be fabulous. I don't know if anyone can relate, but you thought you'd join and you'd be amazing and you'd get all these orders, and that was just absolutely not me. I got 3 sales in my first month. I refused to post on my Facebook because I was like, all my friends from Surrey will think it's really uncool and I'm not posting on my Facebook at all. So I just made a new Facebook account and a Twitter account where I got my 3 sales. And one of the sales was from my old boss in one of my previous jobs when I used to work in fashion in Karen Millen. And yeah, it was just not going very well. And I remember Lauren going, I've got the paychecks up, girls, the paychecks are up. And I was like buzzing to see the paycheck. So I went online to my online office, and when I checked it, it said £32.50. And I was like, £32.50? And I sent Lauren a message like, hi babe, £32.50, is this correct? She's like, yeah babe, it is £32.50. And I was like, yeah babe, I am going to quit because I'm not doing this for £32.50. And I did have to admit, I actually thought, like, I'm going to sue this company. It's a scam. They're going down, and I will make sure they go down. And I just was thinking all of these things. And then all of a sudden, like, Lauren said to me, okay, look, please just post that you're looking for 2 new team members. So I hope you guys have pen and paper. Write this down as the next tip. Is that you should always post from the very beginning that you're looking for new team members, and your upline should help you, you know, with what to do if you're new. But always post you're looking for 2 new team members, or whatever, like you're looking for team members at the beginning of your journey, because it really, really helps. So Lauren said to me, look, please, babe, like, before you quit, can you just post you're looking for 2 new team members? And I was like, oh, I like don't want to, this is shit, I'm not doing this anymore. But the reason why I did it is genuinely because I like the girl. I was like, I like Lauren, and so I'm gonna do it just for her, and then I'm gonna quit because she's really getting on my nerves at the same time. She won't stop messaging me. So I did post it. I did do it. I posted I was looking for 2 new team members. Again, I would say fate happened. And out of my many 3 clients of that month, one of them became a team member. The girl who was my old boss from one of my previous jobs. She did amazing. She joined, and she was just a new mummy. So she had lost something like 10 pounds on the shakes in her first 7 days, and she just joined, and she got like 12 sales in her first 3 days or something absolutely ridiculous. And I remember thinking, is this a joke? Like, I did 3 sales in a whole month, and you've gone and got 12 sales in your first few days. So I thought to myself, because I know her, I could actually relate that I could do it as well, because I thought I'm more than capable. If she can do this, I can do this as well. So from then on, I really just went full steam ahead. That month I went SDD. The following month I reconfirmed SDD, hit SC. Following month I reconfirmed SC, hit SSC and QNMD in the same month. And then in my 4th month in the business, I hit National Marketing Director. So I know a lot of you guys are probably sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, like, that is crazy. And it is crazy. But I was very, very determined to make this business a success once I suddenly realized that I could make it a success. I realized what a great opportunity it was, and I was like, this is what I've been looking for. Like, I've been looking for something like this where I can feel like I'm helping change people's lives, making money at the same time, and actually I'm interested, I'm having fun. So I went to NMD in 4 months, and a lot of you guys hopefully know Simon Bowler. He used to be our regional director, but now he is the director for EU and everything, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like, is he a vice president now?
Yeah,
or something?
I think so.
He's got really big title.
Well, now he's big. Yeah, we should know. And he's really, really big now. And I remember he rang me to congratulate me on hitting National Marketing Director. For anyone that's new, that's the pinnacle position, we like to say, which gives you a £7,200 bonus. So you can imagine I achieved that in 4 months. It was pretty mad. I was 19 years old. And he was like, congratulations, Olivia, like, you really are doing well. And I thought, yeah, like, it's going well, this is going good. And I said to him, I looked at the bonus scheme, and I saw the top position, Presidential Marketing Director. And I am that type of person where once I hook on to something, it's going to happen no matter what. If I've got a goal, it really will happen. I'm not saying things went to plan. I've had lots of failures, lots of things have got in my way, but I will always make sure that it will happen. So, you know, I said to him, who's the youngest girl or man, or who's the youngest PMD in the world? And he said, there's this girl, she did it when she was 21. So I was like, right, okay, well, I'm 19, so that means I've got until next year. I hit NMD in June 2014. I was like, that means I've got until next year, August 2015, before I'm 21, to hit a Presidential Marketing Director. So I set myself the goal, and I did it. I hit Presidential Marketing Director, the youngest in the world, and the youngest Club 100 in the world. And I actually, no one has done it sooner than me, or younger than me, actually, still to this day. So it's quite exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing who actually does go and smash that. But yeah, so here I am, PMD Club 100, and that's like a little bit of my story.
And what an amazing story it is. Mm-hmm. And so many tips along the way. So I just carried the baby upstairs, and I'm a bit out of breath. She's asleep with him. I think as well, where you shared your story, you shared so many tips, like how the fear of missing out, you know, that Lauren, when she had that conversation with you about she's only got one space left. That fear of missing out definitely helped you.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, pushing yourself outside your comfort zone because you liked Lauren, which is great. To get that team member, and then obviously your insane work. Oh, just banged my head.
Oh God.
Your insane. Oh my God. Your insane work ethic that got you to NMD in 4 months, and then pushing to PMD. And obviously now you still have that work ethic. Like, you've still got goals. You're still pushing forward, leading from the front. I mentioned in your post that you recruited 50 frontline last month. So you're still pushing every single day. So what do you think it is that obviously you've reached the top, so why do you keep going? What is it that you keep pushing for?
Really, like, when it comes down to it, I just want to, like, aspire to make a difference in the world. I just want to help people achieve their dreams just like I was able to achieve mine. I mean, I've got girls in my business that started on benefits, and then now, I know we're like not really allowed to say income as such, but I'm going to say anyway. You know, she's now earned £10,000 in a month, and she was on benefits when she joined. So for me, I feel like I was really, really lucky in life, and blessed, like, with my upbringing, and I just want to help people live a life of their dreams, and you know, I want to make a difference. I don't see the point in living a boring and average life. I want to live an exceptional, above average life that actually helps people along the way. So for me, that's why I will never ever stop working, because it was it's not just me anymore, it's about everyone else.
Yeah, it's amazing. And stories like Tiana's, when I'm assuming you were talking about Tiana.
I was, yeah.
And when you watch other people's lives change, it really is so powerful.
Yeah.
So we've had loads of people messaging with different questions. So one of the questions that kept coming up is about recruitment, what your top tips are for recruitment, because obviously you're very good at it. So everybody wants to know what you're doing.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so first of all, there's definitely no secret. There's never any secret to success. It is an uphill struggle all the time, and as soon as you get to grips with that, and you know that it's always going to be hard, the better it will be for you. It's important that you know you're going to have struggles along the way, and you just need to keep going. People will want to join your team, people won't want to join your team, people will join your team and then leave your team, and then they'll come back. It's just part of the business. But to be successful in recruiting, you need to be consistent every day. I don't just say that to just say it. I say it to be like, check out my profile and tell me a day when I wasn't consistent. It's super important that you are on it, and that if you look at your profile, I want you just to have a little look and see, would you join your business? Now, a lot of people say to me, oh yeah, but it's so easy, everyone wants to join your business now because you're flying around the world, you're doing this and that. Well, let me tell you that in my first year, I did not get off the sofa. Apart from working, I most certainly was not having an incredible lifestyle flying around, because all I was doing was sitting on my bum in bed or on the sofa, hustling away. So it's just important that people see your passion. I think that's the number one thing. If people can see that you're truly passionate about what you do, that speaks volumes more than anything. So find what you're passionate about for this business. Is it helping girls in particular? For me, my team's called the Princess Movement. I'm really passionate about helping girls. I think guys are great, but I'm just not as passionate about helping the men. That's not a problem. It's not my thing. There's plenty of men in this business that will do that job. So find what you're passionate about. For me, for recruiting, I try to attract people that are like me. So know your audience. What kind of audience do you have on your Facebook, and do you post to them? So look at your Facebook. Is it inspiring? Is it fun? Would people want to join your business? Because do you go to meetups? Do you show that you get to work from anywhere? Do you post about the incentives? I mean, we've got some incredible incentives at the moment, guys. You guys really should have been posting about it. I'm sure loads of you have. Well done for all of you guys that have. But be thinking about, you posted about the new Thailand incentive. We've got Dubai 2020 coming up. There's Ibiza if you hit NMD. There's always so many incentives flying around. So you need to be doing attraction marketing. I don't know if that's the right word, but you need to be attracting people to your page. So think like, would people want to join? Oh, sorry, you know, loads of people are messaging you. I'm just trying to, by the way, guys, if you are messaging me, please don't message me until the end of the call. I really appreciate it, but I can reply to you after, only because it's like coming down and I can't stop that. But yeah, so for recruiting, I would just say that you need to be super passionate, and also when you're out and about, actually think about it. You don't recruit without thinking about it. So just one thing that I would say is I'm always thinking about recruiting people. When I'm following someone, I'm thinking on Instagram, I'm like, that's because I want you in my business. I'm not going to mention any names, but I actually put people in my life and I meet up with them on the regular so that they will eventually join my business. I have a lot of people that I might see at like Barry's boot camp that I actually on purpose, you know, not because I do genuinely really like to speak to them, but I also just think, you know, you'd be great in the business. So I on purpose speak to them every single day. I wait after class, I have a shake with them because I know that eventually they'll join the team. So if you want to be good at recruiting, you need to first of all do things on purpose and think, would someone want to join my team? You know, it's about being creative on your Facebook. So don't be busy and just do, you know, nothing on your Facebook. Be productive. So work from anywhere, as I said, like the meetups. I did a meetup with my team on Monday. Some of even my girls say that I can't get to London. Well, it's not about you getting to London, it's about you doing your own meetup. There's so many people in Juice Plus in the financial freedom. If you want to do a meetup, why don't you write in the financial freedom after this call? Hi guys, I live in Wales and I want to do a meetup. I don't know why I thought of Wales. It was the first thing I thought. I know. I live in Wales, and I want to.
And Wales is the whole country. It's not like I live in England.
I can't think of anywhere else now. It's like the only thing. The only other place I can think of is India. I can't think of any other names. So obviously,
okay, let's go Brighton.
Yeah, we'll go for Brighton. Hi guys, I live in Brighton, and I really want to do a meet up and just work with some guys from a coffee shop. Anyone else up for this? Do it after the call. Meet up, take some photos of all you guys together, and make it fun and interesting. You don't have to wait for an event till you can post it you all together. You know, show off our business to its full potential. Our business is actually incredible. Like, we have the most incredible business, and I do find that a lot of the time we don't show off how amazing it is. So purposely think, what am I posting about on my Facebook that people would, you know, want to join my team? Does it look fun? You know, people sometimes don't even want to join for money, they just want to join for friends. So make sure you're showing off the friends, make sure you can show off the money, or people want holidays, incentives. Or for example, I actually think about every post I do, and that is one thing I would say why I would say my recruitment is quite good, because every post I do has a thought behind it. I don't just willy-nilly put a post it. So for example, on Monday, I don't know if Claire is on the call, but Claire, my team, has just had the most gorgeous baby, Megan, ever. She is so lush. And she used to be a full-time working mummy, and now she's been able to quit her job and be able to stay at home with Megan, all because of the business. I posted that, like, how it was so lush to meet up with Claire, who used to work full-time, but now because of the business, she can stay at home with Megan and live the life of her dreams. So think about things like that. People want to join for so many different reasons. So don't forget to promote how this business works for everyone.
Amazing. So many tips, and I think what you said is so true. You know, your Facebook's like your shop, and if your shop's not open and working, then people don't know what to do. And the consistency, everything you said, spot on. I'm very aware of time and that I'm taking up your time and everybody else's. So I'm going to push forward with our next question, which was about customer recruitment. So you are always posting new customers, you're always top of the leaderboard. Obviously you are using the product, sharing the product, living the life, as they say. So how do you think that helps you, and that's the reason you get customers, or is it something else?
No, one thing actually which Jeff Roberti said in Barcelona, where he said, like, it actually helps if you take the product off the shelf and use the product yourself. I couldn't put it more perfectly myself, and I would love to say it was mine, but it wasn't. that really resonated with me, and I was like, yeah, actually, if you're a product of the product, you will always sell the products. I'm not saying you need to be a size 6 skinny mini. I've actually gone from loads of different stages, and what is really interesting, which I want to share with you guys, is that people just buy from you along your journey. It's not that you need to look like something, they just want to see you progressing with your journey, whatever it is. So I've sort of gone from being really skinny to having a bit of that chubby chipmunk face, to then going back to actually too skinny, to now trying to build muscle and, you know, go from eating 1,000 calories a day to eating 2,200 calories a day. And throughout all of my journey that I've had, I've always made like 20 customers a month. And that's because I've always shown that I use the shakes, I use the capsules, I love the bars, I'm there in the support group, I'm there on my Instagram, I'm there on my Facebook, and I'm really clearly showing people this is what I use to get my results. So it's very, very important that if you want to smash this business, you need to be a product of the product to get customers. I mean, you will make the most amount of sales when you look good, when you feel good, when you've got that energy. I know full well, and not that I've ever been, you know, like a 20 stone girl. I haven't. I wish I could say I lost 6 stone on the products. I don't have that type of story. But I've forgotten what I was going to say. But it's just really important that whatever your story is, you just get to you showcase it off. So I would showcase off my story that I lost a little bit of weight and now I'm gaining my weight, and I'm using the products to, you know, get more energy or get in the calories that I need to get in. So just do make sure that you're being a product of the product, and that you get your own result picture. Like, there's no point you sharing everyone else's results pictures all the time when you haven't even got your own. In direct messages, I always show people what my results were, because a lot of people tend to think that I just sort of, they say, oh, did you always look good? And I'm like, actually, I didn't. Like, I didn't always look good. And to tell you a story, I actually got a bit chubs whilst I was on Juice Plus, and then I got it off again. It isn't that you need to look perfect, guys. Like, people want to see you where you are at right now. So when you get off this call, you could do a before picture, and if you were really committed, like you say you were committed, like you want to smash this business, you want to get to national marketing director, you could do a 10-day shred. I'm not even asking you to do 90 days. You could do a 10-day shred and make a massive difference in your body, absolutely massive change. So you just need to be asking yourself, am I really committed? Because if I was super committed, I wouldn't have that Domino's, I wouldn't have that pizza and that chocolate and everything like that. I would just spend 10 days working on my business, which will get me more sales, so that in the future I can go on that holiday, I can buy that dream car, I can buy that new house, and just keep thinking about that. That's why you're doing it. So the main thing is always just to post about the product. So also think as well, when was the last time you posted about the shakes? When was the last time you posted about the capsules or the bars? There's loads of ways you can also have the shakes, guys. You can have them in pancakes, you can make smoothie bowls. Our Omega capsules, you don't just have to pop them, you can pop them on your face. There's so many different things that you can do. So get creative with it and show people how amazing our products are. And don't forget about the lift. That is launching really, really soon now. If you're SE or above, you get 5 spaces. One of them's yours, and the 4 is to sell the lift for other people. And don't forget to get creative about that. Have you even posted about that? It's an amazing way to boost your team sales and get you to that next position before Brighton. So think, am I posting about the products? You could even do a little rota for my team. Harriet and me actually made a little rota where it says, like, for example, Monday post about the chocolate shake, Tuesday post about the bars, Wednesday post about the Omegas. So do make sure that you have the products as well. I don't know about a lot of other teams, but for my team, I have a selling page where my team can buy trials off each other. So if you've just started, I understand it's a lot of money. You might not be able to afford all the products in one go, but you can buy trials. You could buy a few Omega capsules and pop them on your face. So invest in your business, invest in you, and really look after your clients and support them, and just give them that extra mile, and that extra mile will always come back to you. And last thing, I find that a lot of people don't give the extra mile in this business, and that's a key for every single thing you do, whether it's recruiting or getting customers or posting on your Facebook. A lot of people, they just don't go the extra mile, and you will find that the extra mile has 1% there. That's because people don't want to do it. People don't want to get up at 5 a.m. They don't want to go to bed at 2 a.m. and do the whole thing over and over again for months. They don't. So be that person that will do it and be exceptional, and your business will also be exceptional.
100 million%. I love how passionate you are as well. So it's so nice to see and hear. And I think, you know, everybody's body can have some improvement. Obviously, you've made some amazing transformations, but we live in such a visual world. Everyone wants to see, you know, we don't want to wait the 4 months to feel the difference of the capsules. We want to see results right here, right now. And everybody's body can improve. That 10-day shred is a great way for people to recommit to their business and show everybody that it's still working. So it's some great tips. Okay, so finally, because I think we're running out of time, obviously we've got Dubai, the qualification for Dubai coming up. Lots of people are pushing towards NMD. Obviously you did it in record time. So what would you, if you could give 3 top tips to people aiming for success, what I know you've given loads of tips, but like the 3 most important things about business?
Oh God, 3 top tips. Well, I'll just say some things that spring to mind that I think is important on your journey. Success is just literally going from failure to failure. You might be hoping that I was going to say it was such an easy journey and I got to PMD and now everything's perfect and everything like that, but it's just not. To have a successful business is hard work. To grow a successful business is hard work. So you just need to be ready that it's going to be hard. One thing that I always think of is, you know, the most successful people, that the only reason there's only a few PMDs is because people just didn't push it to go to that next level. It got too tough for them. Everyone can reach this position. Everyone can reach any position in this company. I sell the same product as you. I have the same bonus scheme as you. I have everything the same as you guys. But the difference between, you know, maybe Emma, who's PMD, me, who's PMD, and other PMDs, and maybe someone who's SDD and thinking about quitting is, I felt the same struggle as you did. I had exactly the same struggle as you did. I had exactly the same amount of people saying this was shit, that was shit. I had my family turn against me. Funny story, which is still true. I have all of my family blocked on Facebook, not because I don't love them and appreciate them and think they're amazing, but they didn't support me in my business. And so I got rid. So get rid, like, you're not the only one that's struggling and going through hard times. Everyone struggles, everyone goes through hard times, but expect it. Expect that you're going to have to learn and go from failure to failure. And there's going to be some really tough bits, but after the tough bits is when you see the change. And how I sort of visualize that, for example, is one of my main aims, which was the same last year and is the same this year, is to grow my bum. It's something that I've been really working hard on. And for example, even today I had PT and I was doing like this squat hold with 40 kilograms on my back, and at one point it was burning. Like I was going to my PT Kira, I was like, it's burning. I was like, my ass is really burning. And she was like, yes, like yes, of course it's burning. This is when it changes. And I always try and think to myself, like throughout anything, when I'm going through a really hard time, like change hurts. Going from SDD to SC to SSC to QNMD, you have to grow, and growing is never easy. There's so many painful things that come along the way with growing, but if you embrace it, that's when the good things start to come. The times that it's burn is actually when my body started to change, and now I'm starting to see the results that came from it burning. But most people go, it burns, and then they run off. But like, why are you running off? It's gonna burn. If you want to be successful, I don't know why you thought that it was going to be a bed of roses and you were going to walk on the petals and you were going to go sky high to the top. We all know that the best things in life are hard to get. Just think about that boy that you fancied or that girl that you fancied. If you just got them on a plate, you weren't bothered, were you? But if they were hard work and they ignored you, you were like, is he taking the piss that he's ignoring me? Like, does he know who I am? Like, when someone doesn't want you or it's hard work, you would think that you would be actually put off, but instead you're like, I want that. Like, I want that even more. So it's the same thing, you know, it's going to be hard, but you just need to keep pushing for it. And it's exactly the same for the business. So that's that. Second thing is starve your distractions and feed your focus. Get rid of your distractions. It's a really, really hard thing to do, but if there's too many distractions in your life, it could be anything, you know, it could be the people around you, it could be something like a habit that is really just not good for you in your business. I don't know what it is that you struggle with, but I know that everyone has a distraction. Just starve it and feed your focus. There is so many things in my life that I could focus on that are absolutely gutting, and I could just sit there and cry and be depressed, and I actually have every right to, just like you guys as well. There's so many things in everyone's life. Don't think when you get to PMD you're happy all the time. It's definitely not the case. There's so many things in everyone's life that you could sit and cry about and be depressed about, and I'm not taking that away from you. You have bad things going on in your life, but what you can do is decide what you do about it. You can decide to sit and wallow about it, or you can decide to be like, actually, do you know what, I want my future to be the best. I don't have time to sit here crying, worrying doesn't get me one step further or closer to my dreams. I mean, ask yourself, the last time you worried, when did that help you? Worrying doesn't help you at all. So you need to be thinking to yourself, just keep going, focus on what you want and get rid of everything else. Like if people are saying things about you or about the business, or I don't know what it is, like get rid of it. Just get rid and just keep your focus. And if you keep that steadfast focus, eventually you will get to where you want to be. And the last thing, I'm just trying to think of some random things. The last thing is, if you don't build your dream, then you're just building someone else's dream. And you are unique, you are special, you are literally you're not just one person in a million, you are one person in a billion. And I find that like really touching and really humbling. Like, you were put on this earth to make a difference. So don't go building someone else's dream when you have an opportunity right here with Juice Plus, in the perfect company at the right time with the right people around you, to build that kind of lottery lifestyle, just from a £50 investment. So start to think to yourself, I'm actually worthy of building my dream life. You might not do it in 4 months like I did, but you might do it in 5 years, or you might do it in 10 years. And I would suggest that doing this in 10 years and getting to the top is much better than you doing 40 years of a job that you don't even like, with people that you don't even like, and everything like that. So start thinking to yourself, why am I doing this? Like, it is hard, you know, but don't just wait for this opportunity to come around again. It's here. This opportunity is here right now. So create it. Create your dream life. I was just a girl that went and created my dream lifestyle. I started with nothing as a dealer. Now I'm PMD, Club 100. I earn an amazing income. I get to help girls every single day. I have an amazing team around me. I have best friends from this business. I have so much. So stop sort of faffing around and actually commit to this business and give it what it deserves. Like, this is an opportunity that's mental. So give this opportunity the credit that it deserves, and this company everything that it deserves. You know, don't be ashamed of it. Like, you are actually just, if you don't promote this how you should, you're just putting off someone else living their dream life. So always share it, be confident, and just decide that this is your year, because no one else will do it for you. I can give you so much inspiration tonight. I could bang on for hours, but at the end of the day, it needs to come from you. Be your own inspiration and use whatever is going on in your life to make an incredible story. Whatever test you have, turn that into your testimony, and just go out and smash it this year. And get to Brighton, of course, and then smash it to Ibiza, Thailand, whatever you want, you can have it. So just go out there and make it happen.
Amazing. Thank you so much. You're literally
Welcome.
on fire.
I know.
And so many top tips and so many things that I've been writing down. And it's so nice to learn new things. Just remind yourself of all the amazing things that we can do in this business.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's so many people that want it and just haven't made that commitment. So hopefully tonight they'll take that step and get on with it. So I know that everybody has taken so many tips. The chat's going crazy. I had to swipe it out. It's so distracting, everybody. So thank you so much for sharing with us, for coming on our call and for giving everyone your top tips. And there's obviously a reason why you're successful, Olivia, and all the things that you've just shared, you totally deserve that success.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much for coming on our call, and thank you guys for joining us on this evening's call, and we'll see everyone next week.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Bye. See you later.